So we had a great time at the museum. It was very good. And tonight we're going out to celebrate. We're celebrating my wife's promotion at work. And, you know, talking about hard work, and obviously when I went to the Olympics and got to the Olympics and was a professional boxer, hard work, but, you know, my wife's just showed me that how hard she works. So when we came to America back in 2012, she was a nurse in Sunderland Hospital in the northeast of England. And we moved over here, and we thought that she was going to get a job in the American hospital straight away. But we found out when we got here that she had to pass an exam called the NCLEX. And this NCLEX exam is very, very difficult. So she was studying for that I think it was something like eight months before she could take the test. She took the test. She failed the test the first time. But in the meantime, while she was waiting to do this test to become a nurse, to continue doing what she'd been doing, an emergency room nurse, she needed to get work. I wasn't fighting anymore. I had bad hands. I couldn't really bring in much income, even though I had some from other investments or some saved up. So she needed to bring in some coin. So she was applying for jobs, and she applied for every single job you could think of. She actually worked for a woman somewhere in Beverly Hills as an assistant, and this woman was a piece of shit. She talked to her like shit, you know. And you see this now in LA. Where I'm from, you don't see this, but so we don't even see people having an assistant where I'm from. But here in LA, it's kind of like a regular thing. Everyone has an assistant. Even I've got one now, but like this was a different level. This woman was some rich bitch in Beverly Hills, and yeah, she used to say stuff like to my wife, like pass my cigarettes when they were like next to her and stuff like that. And I remember one day my wife came home and she was upset, crying, like, I hate this woman. She said the word hate. I hate this woman. I hate the way she's treating me and all that. I went, that's making me sad. And I went, all right, you're not going back. You're not. And she went, well, I need the money. And I was like, no, we never moved to America for us to be sad and unhappy. So she left that job, and then she applied for another one. She was a sushi hostess, and she had 3 jobs at a time. And then she done the test again. After a year, passed the test, got a job in the hospital. Then when she was in the hospital, she studied for a year to get she started studying again for another year to get a bachelor's. She'd done that. She got through that. And in the meantime, she got pregnant. We had a kid. Then after she passed the bachelor's and we had our first kid, she got pregnant again. Then she started studying for her master's in nursing. It's a 3-year course. In them 3 years, she was working full-time. She had another 2 kids in 3 years, which, while studying, while working full-time, and while having a big baby like me to look after, and having me with my crazy mind wanting to work all hours of the day and all hours of the night. You know, so she had that to deal with as well. So then she actually passed the Masters in nursing, and we got the results last week. So yeah, we're going to celebrate her success and hard work. And you know, she doesn't do it. You know what it is? Nurses is a different breed, mate. I'm telling you, nurses are a different breed. Obviously, it's my wife, and I big my wife up, but these other nurses that I see are doctors. They're unbelievable. The work that they do, it takes a special sort of person to be a nurse. Could you cut clothes off a smelly homeless man who shit himself, and you got to wash his arse and wash his balls at the same time? When he's talking to you like shit, you've got to control him to make sure he's nice and calm him down when he's speaking like a piece of shit. Could you do that? No. Like, I bet you 99.9% of the public couldn't do that, but these nurses do it, and they've got to do it, and they do it every single day. And you know what? They don't even complain about it. You know, so nurses is like the backbone of the community, of the world, I think. So yeah, she's great. So we're going to celebrate that tonight. And I told her, like, when we go out, I want to get a tattoo. There's a place in Hollywood called Shamrock's Tattoo, and the guy called Boo Boo, he's just actually done, whose tattoo was it? Was someone ridiculously famous. He's done David Beckham. He's done loads of them. I've got one of my tattoos done from before, and it's like a place where it's kind of like old school ghetto type of thing. You go in there, they give you beers, and you have walks in, you walk-ins, and you wait, and then you get tattooed, and it works really good. So I'm thinking about going there tonight and getting some new ink. You know, I've got this one on my arm. If you're looking on the video now on YouTube, you see I've got the Queen with the flag and all that. And something that when I went to get this tattoo, I get asked all the time about it. People always tell us they love it. I don't really like it. And I went to tattoo artist to get it, and he was like, "Oh, well, you need to get it this big, you need to get it there." I just wanted a little picture of the Queen, and he's like, "You need to get this. And I was like, I don't know. And I was like, oh, shit. And I thought, I'll trust him. He's got good work and all that. So anyway, the fucker done it the way he wanted to do it, not the way I want to do it. And yeah, he's messed me tattoo up. So I'm not a big fan of me tattoo, even though everyone else who sees it seems to love it. So what it is, it's a picture of Queen Elizabeth with the Union Jack behind it, and then the American flag underneath it, and the Queen Elizabeth's got tattoos all over her face. So I'm not a big fan of that. But you know, what can you do? What can you do? I'm tatted up and you can't do anything about it. I can't really get it covered up because it's that big on my shoulder, and my shoulders are fucking massive, you know. They're really, really big. No, I'm only joking.